right now we're navigating on the River Leyen, the harbor where some of you guys came from, right in front of us. And Ghent was quite rich for many reasons, but one of the reasons was to the bakers and brewers of Ghent. So we always had enough beer and bread to important things, right? A lot of houses that we will see on our tour are guild houses. Guild houses are houses of groups of men that had the same profession during the Middle Ages. And that's the reason why, another reason why there's so many beautiful houses. Especially in this harbor, you will see a lot of those guild houses. Because the houses, yeah, they were from a whole bunch of people and not just from one family. On top is a great example of such a guild house. The guild house of the masons or the bricklayers who built the houses. It's also called the Angel. It's also such a guild house from the 15th century, this time an original. The guild house of the corn measurement changed every year to make sure that there wasn't any corruption. The bridge of our city center. And then the tower closest to us belongs to the... And maybe you've noticed, but we do have a lot of churches, right? And that's because those groups of men, the guilds who built the houses, from the bakers and from the brewers and from the... because they're all sponsored. Second iconoclasm in the 16th century, those Dominicans, they like doing two things. There are 23 to be exact, and their sculptures are... Boatsmen, well, they wanted to house as well, is the building of the Unfree boatsmen from the 18th century. The ship that you see above is a caravel, and that's the ship which Christopher Columbus used on the left-hand side. Well, in the 17th century, fish on this boat. Yeah? Well, here, the whole building on our left-hand side on the corner is the former fish market from the 17th century, with a tree tangle from Neptunus right above. Do you see it? In the middle? And those meat halls were the only place until 1880 where the people of Ghent were allowed to sell and buy meat. This to check the quality and the price of the meat. Do you guys know Monica Peace from Brussels? The little boy that pees from Brussels. Yeah? What are the leather tanners? Because in Europe, boys and girls that weren't that rich weren't in the year 363, because the brothers ran I told you about the World Exposition that you had in 1913, right, in Ghent? And I told you that Ghent was quite rich in the 20th and 19th century. I thought that was basically because we stole the industrial spinning machine from Manchester. Could buy their bread cheaper. Where Ghent was born in the 7th century, and where some Vikings arrived. The white cannon on our left-hand side is Mad Mag. It's called a Mad Mag from the 15th century. This whole neighborhood here, small streets like you can see right now. left-hand side you have a beautiful view of the canals of Ghent, the Lieve. This canal was dug by hand in the 13th century and made the connection between Ghent and the North Sea. The North Sea that used to be in Bruges, Bruges back then. The yellow facade here on our left-hand side is the only remaining wooden facade of Ghent from the 16th century. Beautiful, isn't it? Ta-da-da, on the right-hand side!
Wow!
Ta-da-da! The Castle of the Counts of Flanders. It was built in the year 1100 in the Count of Flanders from that time. And nowadays, was to scare the people of Ghent from the palace. So here the entry boatman has the stage of the hopeless cases. So each year a lot of people go on pilgrimages to this monastery. Here on the right hand side you can see a statue of the Saint Rita in between the two windows. And it also had a big botanical garden, and another garden where 3 lions were strolling around. Their names were Ganda, Flandria and Belgica. Like my colleague showed the children, on the right hand side, if we're lucky, we will see some turtles, water turtles, that live there. This lock, we could inundate 13 square kilometers. And like you can see, Charles V, he was always with a lot of women. You can see that, right? How he did it? Too much incest in the royal families against pollution. So this angel is supposed to save us or ward us. The Castle of the Counts was never occupied by people outside of the city centre. One time it was occupied by the students of Ghent in 1949. They gave themselves over, yeah. The beer still got more expensive. We're almost at the end of our boat trip. I hope you enjoyed it.